Do I have a save file or no? I do. Delete that one. Dendrick. In the imprint, how you doing? Like the messages go fast, music be loud, sound be loud, that's fine. Just starting up some of Dragon Quest II. Once upon a time, a young hero descended from the legendary Ildrick and defeated the dreaded Dragon Lord and restored peace and light to the world. Having done so, he set off on a journey with a beautiful young maiden, and together they founded the new kingdoms across the world. Each of these kingdoms came and ruled by the children of the hero and his beautiful bride and their children after them. 100 years passed. This castle of, what is it? This is the castle, or the royal castle of the Kingdom of Moonbrook. It lies far to the south of another great kingdom, Mandarin Helm. The king and his daughter, the young princess, were conversing peacefully in the courtyard. But not after long. Where's the cricket of the castle? So, what is the meaning of this? Gods! Somebody! Majesty, I bring grave tidings. Many of the foul Hargan do ring the palace all around. What sayest thou? Hargan dareth lay siege to me in my own kingdom? Alas, it seemeth so, Majesty. Curse thee, Hargan. And we have the little choice. Muster the castle guard. With all haste, Majesty. Daughter, take haste, or make haste, and conceal thyself. No matter what they fall of me, do not grieve. All must restoreth upon thy shoulders. But father! Do not tarry, child. Time is against us. I must send word to Mandarin Hall, and Hargan's coming. What? Already doeth encroach upon my inner sanctum. Be gone, foul fiend. Beasts, intruders, desecrators, taste my wrath. King be fucking shit up. Grarg! Father! But Manhall must know this tragedy has befallen us. Damn, that knight was beating some ass, though. Oh. Zounds, his wounds are grave indeed. What misfortune has befallen thee, friend? My wounds matter not. I seek the audience with the king. I bear off grave tidings. Very well, we shall bring thee to before him. Guardsmen, uphold his other arm. And bear him quietly. Do not set the castle astir. As they drag his bloody corpse around the fucking castle and cause a mess. Not everyone will know, but the maids will know, and they'll be sleeping horribly tonight. Majesty, Moonbrook is no more. The castle layeth in ruins, razed by the minions of the self-styled High Priest Hargan. And here long should his plan succeed, with he summon forth a dark god of the great power, they waste our entire world. Sorry, I beg of you, cough. He must be stopped. Sputter. Well, Dandrick, my son, thou hast heard this brave soldier's report. Though thy veins course the blood of Eldrick, legendary here in this land, now salt thy birthright be tested. There is not no time to mourn. If thou hast journey up the right to this wrong, thou must needs follow me forthwith. Bury him deep within the earth's embrace, where he might find the next world of peace that had deluded him in this. Yes, Your Majesty. Brave Prince Dandrick, verily it paineth me greatly to see thee go. But I am selfish old fool. Now I must cry when the quest for the sake of all mankind. Oh, pets him. It's okay. Nope, they wanted to stay true with the sequel, or at least with Dragon Quest XI. They wanted to kind of stick with the, tradition of the original games. How you doing there, Flan? Hope you're doing quite well. Throw open the chest before thee and claim which I have made already. Thou art mightiest, thy quest prepared. In Karnak and Moonbrook thou shalt find others whose veins flow the blood of the mighty Eldrick. Thou shalt not know them by their names. Behold, Prince Thomas and Princess, yes, of course, Greeny. These were the names, were they not, my son? Yeah, that seems absolutely outstanding. Like, I'm literally at the end of the game myself with that one, because I had to... Unfortunately, I had to put that in the back seat for now, because it was not against my doing. Because I got like swarmed with a bunch of indie titles, and I was like, oh shit. And then I have to do that, and all hell broke loose. What is the name? Prince of Karnak. How should I call him? Yeah, that one I did most of the quests and little side quests in that one. I just had to. I think that's what happened. I was like, I did all the quests, and by the time I was literally about to finish out the game, all hell broke loose, and that was it. We shall call him. What should I call him? Let me see. Hold on. No. Alright. Perfect name. I figure out just the name. We'll call him Sir. Okay, how much space did you just get? About 5 more slots? Sir Spam. Yeah, we only got so many letters, unfortunately. What was the name of Princess Moonbrook? Alright. We'll call her Vantira. Actually, no. What the fuck will we call it? Van Halen, oh Jesus. Vanessa? Shit, that wouldn't fit. I just looked at an idea. Oh, I got my claim there for Warframe. Sorry, I just saw it pop up on my screen just now. Hold on. Because I also have logged in... Hold on. My Twitch dropped for that. Yeah, because Vanessa would be a good one. For her, I would probably name her... Okay, I already resubbed to Ready Set. Whispers. Drops. Because I will not leave my screen for whatever reason on this side, so... Okay, so there's 2 drops. Okay. I'll just leave it alone. Custard. Okay, for her... I don't think this would work. Siren Marie. Sierra would work. I like that. It would be shorter too. Oh, wait a minute. Perfect one. Hey, what did I just do a mistake? Amiga. I can't remember if... Wait a minute, did I accidentally go back on the name? Hold on. Okay, we can fix it. Hold on, I was thinking of a name... Like, I went back, I was like, wait a minute, I can name the boy something too. We'll name him... Nintendo. Nintendo and Amiga. Is there plenty of space for Nintendo? Yes. Why the hell did I put a C? Hang on, Nintendo. What's the name of the princess? We'll call her Amiga. It just works. Very feminine name, ironically. Moonbrook Amiga. There we go. Oh, they can sue me all they want. They ain't gonna get a dime from me. On to them. Join forces and together deliver our realm from the great evil that loometh over it. A copper sword and 50 gold pieces. And what a cheapskate. Doesn't this guy know the cost of living? Oh man, I'm gonna find magic keys again. They can sue me all they want, they won't get shit from me. Oh shit. That effect's pretty cool. Now I've done it. I do all the things. That puppy's cute. Can I pet the puppy? Woof! Yep, you pet the puppy. 10 out of 10. Humble item shop. The leather shield. I wish I could... See, I was grateful when games allowed you to equip or buy a stack of items ahead of time. Alright. We got a couple herbs. We good? Where's Papa here? Let's go and save with him. Oh, the motherfucker left! You fucking... Okay, now first part of order of business here is we have to... Okay, I think we can slide by here, I think. Was it this side? Not yet. Like, it's more of like a future thing I'm going to be doing. Oh, I forgot this game had more enemies too. Yep, I'm going to be getting that upscaler probably in the future. Like, it's not like tomorrow or anything, it's just going to be when... Okay, so the resilience is kind of low. His is. There we go. Level 2. But yeah, I do have a little adapter here, like an HDMI or an AV to HDMI, but I wanted to get something that's like literally like a hard connect to the system directly, or you know, the actual, I forget what the hell they call the pin for that, the Xbox there, but the direct pin to HDMI, and just be able to just directly plug in the Elgato, because it would, the signal would look a lot cleaner. Like, I have this, what model is it? The Miyaso, which is, it's alright. It, you know, works good for most older systems, but... What the hell was I looking up? I just realized I had the tab open on my browser. What the hell was I doing? Yeah, it was, what the hell was it? It was like a couple, Chinese brands, but... I forgot I have to, like, run around the castle here for a while and get myself, I think, level 5 or so. 60G. We need 90G in order to, do the stuffs. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Like, I'm going to be doing Dark Alliance 2 here as the first game I'm going to crack it open for the system again, because I haven't used the original Xbox in ages, and Like, unfortunately, because I don't want to hook up my Xbox 360 because that thing makes me nervous right now. Because if it doesn't work, I'll be like promising something and I can't do it. So I know the Xbox original, that thing just works like a trooper and it's very easy to replace stuff in it. Like the drive and everything like that, like DVD drive and the hard drive and that, you can actually replace that and do some crazy shit with it. It's like literally like a computer, so it's you just gotta mostly replace the innards and it's good. Like the drive and that has like has an Avalanche early version in it, which I personally don't like doing custom mod things for consoles like that anyway. But the one I got here was like an old console that was given to me by a friend of me and Sean's there. It was like Todd. And it just, the drive didn't work, or the DVD driver didn't work. So I had to get that replaced. And other than that, I had to get some new like long screws. And it was like, and it just worked great after that. Yeah. Like, it's cool, though. Like, I would actually, for customizing that thing, I would probably do a couple little aesthetics. Like, I saw some 3D printed things people have done for, like, the casing for it, which I would be tempted to do, because all you got to do is, like, literally yank out the stuff, and that part is not actually dangerous or scary to do. You just literally just go right to the new one, and it's pretty awesome. Like, I saw some clear red case of that thing, and I would be very tempted to do so. Because, like, it doesn't require any soldering either. It's just, like, literally you just drag and drop all the shit into it, and it looks pretty wild. Because the original Xbox, it was a system I definitely was a big fan of. Like, it just was out of my reach for the longest time. My brother gave me the thing because he didn't want to fuck with it. So I took it and just repaired it. I got myself an S model controller for the thing, and it was like, one experience earned, woo! And then I started buying a lot of games for the thing, and I got, what is it, Evil Dead Regeneration, I think it was? Was it Regeneration? Yeah, I got Panzer Lagoon Orta, which that was one of my favorite games on the console. Like, it just was a really awesome game. So the funnier thing about it is every single time I bring this game up, instantaneously everyone will run up on me like, hey, why don't you steal these games and put them on the console? It's like, why the fuck would I do that for Aboriginal games? Why would I steal some if I have it? That's my whole thing. I mean, I understand if there was like a game that was incredibly, insanely pricey that was impossible to get out of pocket if someone was it's against gray area, whatever, at the end of the day, but it's, you know, because I'm not personally going to do it myself, but if somebody else did it, I can't really stop them. It's not my call, but there's games on the Xbox, though, that are not expensive. They're not crazy priced. Like, $30 for something probably is not that bad to me. It's just something I would have to put aside some money and grab it afterwards. The game so far, like, beside the only expensive game I think I have on the console so far is ironically Dark Alliance 2, and that was given to me as a gift. So that's probably the most expensive thing on there. I have like Half-Life 2 on there and a few others, which again, they're not that expensive. Like, I mostly bought for the system stuff like Kill Switch, and those games aren't really that expensive. And Kill Switch is a great game. Like, it's a little bit to get used to, but once you do, it's awesome. It was the innovator of Wayside Wall stuff. Is it? Hold on. Alright. No, it's just the game. Like, it's, I looked over the gate, the Elgato was turned up a little bit because I think I was recording something earlier and forgot. Plus, I don't think I actually set up the settings here. Because I can easily just do that. But we'll leave it at 4. We'll go to 100 and get the shield. Okay, so you weren't hearing everything else. So yeah, like the Xbox original, like basically that system... The fruit of my loins, Jesus Christ King. Gets right into it. The music in these games are always a hallmark because they usually set them up. But yeah, basically going back onto the thing real quick, it was like usually the original Xbox, I usually set off and bought like a bunch of games that were like cheap that I was interested in originally for the console, and the Xbox 360 at the time was backwards compatible with a lot of the discs, so I was like, all right, I'll buy these discs. Oh, your highness shall soon venture upon a perilous quest. Oh, I do how lonely I shall be without thee. Pardon me, your grace, I did not mean to utter a word. Full well I know that when so great would not look twice upon me, sniff. Aw. Don't worry. I'm gonna be venturing with my cousins, so they're not any romantic connections. So you're good. You're kosher. You're kosher up there. You're good. Just wink at me when I'm done with the quiz. You're very good. You're fine. Yeah, technically everyone in the game with me in this is actually like we're descendant cousins. We're not kissing cousins, of course. Okay. What was this lesson? My foot was so itchy. Sitting here like itch. It's like, ah. Where the hell am I? Damn, okay, how about that big ass feather like right there? Down and around, okay. Yeah, then unfortunately you have to go and actually buy the game itself. Take this, Drecky, you bastards. Humble item shop, okay, what do we sell here? We can buy some herbs. What'd she do? Okay, she's a bank. Cool. Don't need her right now. Alright, see how much the items here cost. Chain sickle, I think that's what I want. About 600 something. Gotcha. Right. Guys punching in over here. Yee, I pray they don't surprise me so. Thou dampen my birches. Oh shit, he shit his pants. That's not good. Sort of a dragon quest, but a shit quest. That's not too good. I think there's something back here. I can't remember. Nope. Icicle baby. Ants. These guys suck. So the thing about this game, like the plus of this so far, is I do like how the monsters look in this, like the hand-drawn or the digital hand-drawn style. Like so far from these, I like the presentation of like the UI, and you know, the character seems like they kind of improved a little bit on the character, like he's not as huge. And the world, you know, again, the map, everything like that just looks great. Like that, I have no issues with. The huge size of the characters, yeah, they could have tweaked them down a little bit because I'm not blind, so... Like, I understand, like, the whole equation of them having to make them a little bit large for mobile. Because majority of people will probably play this on the TV, and it just looks huge. Like, I wish it was like an option you could toggle down the size of your character, so I'd make them about the size of the mountains, roughly. Oh, my Xbox One? I just buy games. Like, if there's something that interests me, I just buy, like, a physical copy of them, because now they're cheap as shit now. Because, like, the season pass, or the game pass is good. Like, it's a really good value for your money, but it's at the same time, if you're looking for something that's, like, brand fucking new, it's either going to be waiting patiently, or it's just not going to work. What the hell am I doing? Oh, these are the tough, these are the assholes, okay. I think we have to go up north. Oh yeah, the Tumba ticket. Yeah, like my Xbox One, I will definitely, to the credit of the system versus my PS4, that thing has been like a shit brick house. With my PS4, it's like it makes me nervous sometimes because it overheats. So I have to rip the damn thing open or whatever just to fix it. Or blow the shit out of it with a fan or some sort of like a duster device. I mean, I think they still got that development kit thing. You could technically just do that too. Like, I'm not sure if they still got it going strong or not, but you can install like they actually had some thing for a while you could where you can have a developer rights or something. And you can install things like RetroArch or whatever on it too. I say, I don't remember what the hell I'm doing. Okay, I need to look at the map again real good. Wish I can zoom in. Okay, looks like I go like this. Those fucking rats. When you get the rats in a pack, it sucks. Because they just keep hitting you. Luckily this area isn't as bad, but it's still pretty bad. And also, I have a bone to pick everyone from the UK, by the way, in a positive way. Y'all keep bringing up Cadbury shit, and every time I go to look it up and try to have some, ain't no fucking thing of that shit here. Like, I'd be fucking drooling my ass off, like, oh man, that sounds great. I go to look it up, that shit ain't nowhere to be found. Right here. Fucking Cadbury be teasing me. I mean, I can get those damn Kinder eggs all day now, but no, nothing wrong with the Cadbury, or the Kinders. Oh, no, ain't nothing to you. You're good. You're good. I'll be talking to friends of mine, like Izzy's and whatnot, and she'll be bringing up Cadbury, and I'll be like, fucking hearing about these caramel things. I'm like, you... Because the Cadbury's are good-ass eggs. I will fuck those up at Easter time, let me tell you. Goddamn British and delicious chocolate. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Hershey's. There's absolutely nothing wrong with Hershey's. I like Hershey's. You know, it's a good chocolate, but it's not a Cadbury chocolate. Or Lindt, for example. Lindt is fucking insane. Like, that shit is crack cocaine to me. I'm already crying. There's nothing else how much damage that can be done to me anymore. Huh? Oh, boy, shine. That's him. Maybe poisonous, but it's cute. I love the fucking slimes in this. All the monsters are so damn cute. Oh. I got something to make you cry as well there, Mind Wipe. Kelly Pie. Oh, Jaffa Cakes are good, though. Though there's always a funny thing about fish and chips. Like, fish and chip is like, or mince cake, or a pie, should I rephrase. These are fucking divine. But fish and chips, right? So the whole premise of a British fish and chip is usually mushy peas with it. And every time I see these shows, like, you know, like, what is it, Gordon Ramsay's shit, he'll be showing some stuff like mushy pea, and I'm just like crinkle nose at that, because when I see fish and chips, I always think of the chips, these big ass fries, or these chips, and the fish, which is like the size of a fucking football field, right? And so you see that, and you're like, oh man, that look fucking great. And then the mushy pea come in there, and it's like, he's like, yeah, I just don't like, I mean, I like peas, but I don't like it with my fish and chips. It was like a weird concept for my brain. Like, I tried it once before, and I did not like the combination. Like, it's good if you're having peas with, like, you know, like some steak or some, you know, whatever. Yeah, like for me and fish and chips, like a little squirt of ketchup maybe on the side for the fries, maybe dip a little bit of the, or some tartar sauce, which is, I think, is more of like a New England thing, I think. Or it could be somewhere else originally originated, I can't remember. I am so grateful, by the way, these enemies drop herbs. They decided to add these cool elements into this game. Alright, so we're here. Okay. But yeah, fish and chips though, like, there's actually one of my favorite fried foods is definitely that, like a good cod or a haddock. Or even like a catfish ain't too bad either. I've had fried catfish before and it's good. Like, it's like, to me it's not better than cod for me personally, because cod is expensive as shit, but I just like a good codfish. Like, it's just simple, baked, and like it fries real nice. Okay, I'll have to try those. Okay, this might be the castle we're looking for. Okay, they're good here. Lo! It is Prince Dandrick I see before me. Well met, dear prince. If thou seeketh my son, he is set out already on his quest. By now he will reach the wellspring of the hero. Go now, journey hither in his company, that thou mayest find strength in numbers. Earn another 55 experience, and thou art a new level. Will you save your game and all that shit? Yes, please. I'm never the droids I find. Like, I have a recipe for, like, what was it? It was like this beef pie I make, and it's, like, really fucking amazing. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn either, but it really tastes good. Ooh. When thou art a playmate to my brother Prince? Nope. Oh, well then, a peddle of trinkets, perhaps? Begone, merchant. I have no need for gather bubble. Oh, you a bitch, cousin. I was just trying to say hello. As Harrigan, the citizen of the darkness, a greater discord in the world. But then the scions of the mighty Edric of the Rise was one, then shall raise the false prophets of light and be driven from the land for good. But yeah, the pie I make is like a meat pie, which is like, you know, like chopped sirloin. It has like potato in it, carrot. Like, I try to put a lot of seasoning in it as well, so you have like this good blast of seasoning in your mouth. But not where it's gonna be like crazy salty either. It's just like a tons of herb and just crazy flavor. And I don't do like a shepherd's pie kind of thing. It's like straight up, like I make this buttery crust for it, and I'm just a very lazy person to want to go and do it like all the time, but it's really yummy. Okay, I think we had to head south. Just 1 through 3 at the moment. These are the Switch versions, or the Switch exclusive ones. Which I'm surprised they didn't put these on Steam or something yet. Pardon me. His Majesty has decreed you may not pass until you have joined the forces of the Prince Gadrick. I do apologize, Your Highness. Okay, so I'm gonna find... Strange. Okay, these enemies are pretty quick to dispose of. Shit, I'm poisoned. .206. Have you journeyed upon the shrine to the south of Mendro? Then I need to tell you not. I think the actual weapon, or the actual things cost some... Yeah. Like, I like to spritzel some, okay, far south. Antidote herb. Yeah. Oh man, it doesn't stack, I forgot. What? I got a Tomba ticket. Stacking up on all the herbs I can possibly get hold of because fuck poison. At least until we can get the sickle I'll probably want to get, but they say dagger's also really damn good too. Yeah, look, grinding in this level or this game is actually a hell of a lot easier. I noticed the groups of enemies though, they don't give quite as much experience points as you would hope. Though the scale is quite insane how fast it actually increases. It was good you're gaining some weight at least. Okay, so where the fuck? Okay, so 239. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing here real quick is using the restroom. Because like tonight for supper, it was kind of like everyone fend for themselves around here. So I'm like, okay. And then so this was sprung on me last minute. I was like, what the fuck do I have to eat around here? I looked around. I saw had the natural peanut butter thing. And I was like, oh, that sounds good. All right, let's put that in my mouth, and boy, oh boy, did I pay for it for trying to eat it too fast. I was trying to hurry up too, and that was a bad idea. Like that natural peanut butter with like no shit in it. Yeah, it's like you have to mix the shit out of it, and I tried adding fucking honey to it. It only made matters worse. Like I'm putting a foundation on my roof of my mouth or something like that. I'm like, jeez. Oh yeah, I love peanut butter. Like I like almond butter, you know, peanut butter, natural peanut butter. But the natural one don't agree with me all the time. I was trying to eat that just now, and I was like trying to talk and shit like that. It's like, I better finish this sandwich before I continue streaming, because I was gonna be like, oh fuck it, I'll be all casual and no one's paying attention, just nibble on it like a sophisticated asshole that I am, like, you know, just like that, and it was not gonna work. It was I put a little too much peanut butter in there, I think, because I was starving, because I haven't eaten nothing all day, and so I was quite sad that my mouth had a trap ready for it in that sandwich. I mean, it was good, but fuck. I was fighting for my life with that one. I was like, who the hell makes this that thick? Like, Smucker's is like, should be ashamed of themselves making it that devious. It's like, why am my mouth filled with this kind of disdain? Right, the thing too is your arm gets tired mixing that peanut butter. It's like oil, like this glob of oil on the top. You have to mix it. I mean, it makes killer peanut butter cookies though. The fuck? Hold on, what the hell is that noise? Oh, one of the pine beetles. Hold on. This work. I guess it's going to have to. Have anything better to trap it with? Hold up. Hold up. It's sitting up there, little shit. Hold on. You're not gonna spray and let your little buddies in here. Fuck no. Not today, baby Satan. Where the hell did my spray go? Where did my spray go? Where did my spray go? Not gonna spray your nasty shit in my room. Not today, baby Satan. There, now it smells like Axe body wash, motherfucker. Sorry about that. Talking shit to the pine beetle. It's kind of like having a reminiscence of Call of Duty days. I could hear it banging around in that damn can. They could stay there and rot to death for all I care. Pine beetles or sting bugs are such a pain in the ass. Oh yeah, I could hear it bounce around in that thing. That thing's pissed. Should have thought about that before it started flying over my head and making me nervous. I have a phobia of bugs. That you want to find out. Today's not the day to fuck with me. Because I will trap you in a can. Can't be long chest like it's 1 o'clock. You know what time it is. I can see you sleeping, but let me swat at your nose for a second. Oh, look, you're up now. Pay attention to me, human. Oh, you're drifting back to sleep? That's a shame. Boop. I have to go outside. Feed me, change me, love me. I'm Kaya. Purr. Oh crap, I had plenty of herbs. Oh, stop looking at the herbs. Stop it. I didn't do nothing. It wasn't me. Oh, okay. Oh, that freaking... Oh god, I think this backfired. So, I sprayed the shit out of this in that section over there so the scent of the pine bug will not be detected by other pine bugs, but boy did that backfired now. All I can smell is that. I'm like a French horn here now. Oh yeah, that bug is pissed. I can hear it. Oh. Gilbert King, that one's cool. That was a cool looking enemy. So I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna have for dinner, because I have a couple things down there I can eat, like sticky rice, like those microwavable ones. I also got some beans down there. I could probably do something with that. Oh yeah, that bucket bug's pissed. I can hear that motherfucker in there. You're like, ah, let me out. I'm like, no. See, what is up with the quality of life in this game versus the other one? Like, what they did with this is they had it so it had the old school stacking system. At least not the, so you can stack, or at least put several items like that, whereas this one... Aww. I could. Look, I wish I bought some seaweed wrappers now. I'm kind of kicking myself for not doing so. I could do like, because with sticky rice, I could literally just make some like, oh, sausage. I wish I had some linguiça sitting around here because I would have done that. Like took a slab of some linguiça, chopped that down, and bim bim bop. That sounds delicious. We don't have too many good Korean spots around here for like cuisine, though. Well, at least in this part of where I'm sitting at the moment. I think up north near Boston and everything, it's more common. Like Clenzio, okay. By the by, seekest thou the Prince of Kandrak? Thus art a bit too late. Prince did voice his intent and find the others, and he then parted then to Maiden Hall. Okay, so we have to go back to town, I think? I keep forgetting freaking... I named the prince in this one Nintendo, but... Oh yeah, kielbasa, chorizo, like, I like a good linguiça myself because it's like a good blend of like herbs and it has like a really good flavor, like the oil, like it's a pork sausage, but it's really like, I put that in, I make a lot of shit with that stuff. Though the prices went up recently, it's like you can do like spaghetti and linguiça, which you just chop down this and throw it in the pot and all that. A good baked potato, exactly. Well, I've been burned out recently with baked potatoes. It isn't that I hate them, I can't have them as often. Though they're cheap as hell to have and eat, but... I've been Cuban potatoes, though, otherwise. It's down here. I didn't bother going downstairs. Tell me, Shao, wilt thou clean thyself in the wellspring of the hero? Yes. This is preposterous news indeed. May fortune attend thee on the end of the ventures, okay? He's just kind of chilling there. That sounds good. So I do like to, like, I did this one thing before, it was so, like, I felt so tired after eating it, but it was like this bacon-wrapped baked potato. And I felt so fucking exhausted after eating it, because it was so, I put, like, I just kept wrapping it around a bunch of potatoes. It was so tiring to consume. I was like, oh, fuck. It was like a heavy meal. It was just, it was yummy, though. It was pretty good. Because when it, you know when you kind of pop open a baked potato and you put the stuff in there, the bacon would be like solid, so it kind of crumble off. But then you can kind of take that and put it inside the potato, or you just eat it as it is with that. So I usually kind of just put a nice coating of like butter and everything around the skin. Stir-fry vegetables. I actually have some downstairs. Though I need to get myself some of the triple combo there. With some celery and onion and all that. Or Melfi, I think it's called. Melfi? The Italian combination, or the French combination there. My gut is screaming right now reading that. As soon as you mention that cheese, because I'm a little bit lactose intolerant, so I can't eat a ton of cheese. Like, I can have, like, the last time I had a pizza, the cheese was, like, this freaking thick. And so I'm just like, oh, like I was eating 2 slices. I was feeling it. I was like, oh no. So I had to like, only eat 2 slices and then just stop because it was painful. So I bought those, like, those flour tortillas with, like, the, they're kind of like, what do I call them? The pocket ones there. The ones you get from, like, got the brand of it. We have them downstairs, of course. But I bought this kit that has, like, these little things you could stuff whatever the hell you want into it. And I was, like, thinking, oh, man, that'd be an awesome infusion. Like, you know, some shredded beef and, you know, some breakfast items in there, too. That'd be amazing. Yeah, like you could literally just stuff them like crazy, and they're just like flour tortilla based, but they're freaking good. Like I wish they'd make corn ones personally, but kind of not so much those, but hold on, I'll pull them up. Not quite like the boat ones. I ordered it on here. Those Chupa Chups from hell, which never go away. I got some black beans. I can do that too. Those are pretty good. Nope. 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 Next page. Here. Let's do it that way. I bought an ass load of broth. Like, holy crap, that's a lot of broth. And those Twizzlers, they just never went away, and the potted meat. Those cereals, which, again, I bought a lot of those Reese's Puffs. Udons, those udon packeted noodles, which I fucking love those. Okay. We're scrolling. There they are. Tortilla pockets. I guess they're literally just called tortilla pockets. They're cheap. Like, there's 8 in a pack. But I'll drop you what I'm talking about here. But they're basically like just, you know, again, I bought the kit myself. If you click on the left-hand side, the 338 one, or probably different in the UK, but those. Basically what those do, those are just really nice. Because, I mean, at the end, some people don't like flour ones, but if you're, yep, Top Cup. They're just good in general, so if you want to have, like, some salad in there or something, or some, you know, whatever. Like, they'd be the best probably for, like, breakfast if you're just trying to be, like, really quick about it. And they're good. Like, you can, you know, kind of put a sear on them, put some nice, you know, good crust on them, too, and yeah, just, they're so useful. Like, they're not, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, they're not going to beat a corn tortilla for me personally, because I like corn tortillas over those. But when it comes to the flour tortilla, they're nice because they're easy to deal with. They're not amazing flavor-wise, but they're good, you know, if you're in a pinch and you just want to eat something real quick. Like, oh, I got some leftover shredded, you know, roast beef or something like that, or some shredded stew beef I have. I'll just shred it down and make some, you know, quick tacos out of them. Boom, or whatever. So the corn tortilla shells, I usually buy those. I buy these little street taco ones, like they're about yay big, and those I usually chop them down too to make like nice little tortilla chips. Yeah, they're a light snack. Like, they don't. Prince stood in this very hall, having come in search of thee, but upon learning thou art found bound for his hometown, he made haste to return himself. Now, fuck, I've chased this guy around the world. Okay. This guy's making me work for it. But yeah, when it comes to... Okay. Like, there's one thing I did a long time ago with, like, ramen noodles. Like, I cooked the noodles, didn't put no packet or anything in it, and I did, like, a glaze. With that, some shredded down seaweed wrapper, and it was just, like, this fucking crazy-ass, what the hell was I thinking, but hell, this is good combination. There was, like, this glazy teriyaki flavor to everything. There was, like, little minces of, like, chicken chunks in there and all that. All just... It was yummy. Like, it was, you know, I would probably not do it again because it's just a little bit too much effort for me mentally, but was it good? Well, I could do that technically. I'm thinking about it now. I could technically dig the sticky rice and then do something with that with the... Yeah, I could take the rice, the peppers and the onion, and do something with that. I have to see if we have any other meat type of stuff. Okay, how strong is the club? I would never know. Egg noodles is pretty good too. Like egg noodles, I usually like to have that with some gravy or some beef or something with it. Or in a chicken noodle soup, which is the bee's knees. Chase this son of a gun down. Is the prince before me? Well, the prince searched for my son, Nintendo vain. Strange has not returned to his brain. No befallen to him. Prince Nintendo baby is something of a feather brain, but his heart is true. You see why I picked Nintendo for the username? I thought it was kind of like a little tongue-in-cheek there to what that sentence was. He's a little bit of a feather brain, but his heart's true. That is true. What the fuck would this guy be? Oh shit, these are the tougher ones. Or not. Did they nerf everything in this game too? Remember the army ants used to give me a little bit of a trouble. A little bit of a trouble? Mamma mia. Let's go. Well, for me, it's like I had that peanut butter sandwich and it wasn't really satisfying, so I'm still hungry. I'm trying to think if I had any soups, but I probably don't. Alright, let's head back. So we hypothetically have enough to grab a couple items here. The snipes. Okay, we head up north, go to the town or the castle there. Good day, my friend. If thou seeketh to wander peddler of fine goods, thou is in luck. Kick upon his wares. Okay, let's see what he gets. Okay, what? Look up the stats for the Oaken Club, because it doesn't quite explain how much damage that one does. Let me see. Okay, it was 8 to the... Okay. Okay, so the sickle would be 15 damage, the iron lance would be 20. Okay, so they do drop. Green dragons. Okay, so green dragons and the Gallant Seas could also drop that weapon as well, the Sword of Ruin. I got curious and went and took a peek. I was curious. I was like, okay, what is this? The weapon's damage was 8. So if they drop from enemies, just resell them. Where the fuck is this prince? Like, he just decided he wanted to go somewhere and... he decided to be a bum. Pardon me. Is that him? It is I, Nintendo, Prince of Kianok. If I were not mistaken, thou art Dandrick of Maidenhall, correct? At long last I have searched for thee high and low. Come, let us join forces together, smite the evil that pareth our realm, or plagueth our realm. That's right, we all got cool-looking visors and helmets. And we're chibi. Come on, little buddy. What level are you? Level 1? Ah, shit, I gotta level him. Why's he got equipped? I got something for you, buddy. There you go. We gotta power level his ass now. Okay, we good. It's so tiny. As Nintendo comes and kicks the door down. We gotta get Nintendo up to snuff now. So getting these boys some decent armor. Okay. Okay, see, he just needs, I'm gonna go sell this leather armor to the vendor. Oh shit, I was supposed to buy my shield once. There you go. Now he should be hunky-dory. Nintendo thou hast returned to welcome home, my beloved son. Earn another 48 experience. Thou shalt retain a new level for Dandrick, and for Prince Nintendo, thou art needing another 10 points of experience. Chop, 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 chop. Alright, Space Heaven, Space Crew, Dawn of Man. Okay. I recognize the names. There's one game I was checking out here recently, which you'd probably like, and it's actually on sale pretty cheap. It is still on sale. Let me double check. Okay, 77 cents. Which was Mainframe Defenders, which is kind of like a tactical game. It has a very minimal style to it, so it has like kind of like a 8-bit computer style to it. But the combat's pretty cool in it too. It's like a little bit of RNG based. You can get gear from heck yeah. Okay, so Nintendo, I think he's a paladin type. South here layeth the castle Moonbrook. Go forth, and may the gods smile upon you. Yeah. Magnus and a spirit. My brain's used to just playing one character at the moment. Well, Nintendo can take a punch, though. I wonder if he gets a heal at level 3 or 4. Rolling Thunder is pretty good. I got the NES version of that. Yours is Sizz. I was gonna check his spells out, but of course I didn't bother looking. Or rather, I was pressing it too fast. Heal, he does no heal. Cool. Now we actually are he's 2 to cast, which is pretty cheap. Yeah, now Nintendo's catching up. I'm sorry, it made me giggle a little bit. as far as I'm concerned, though, when it comes to Nintendo stuff, a lot of people give them hell for that particular reason, but it's like I'd rather them make good games than just work on hardware, because you can make good hardware or have a great computer or a great console all day, but if you have crappy games, you just have crappy games. You know, and it just doesn't help you any. With the Nintendo scene, or at least with Nintendo's store, there's like a lot of really solid indie titles slapped up on it. Well, yeah, they had to at that point because they kind of shot themselves in the foot with the Dreamcast. I mean, as much as the Dreamcast was a solid system, unfortunately piracy and many other elements contributed to it, which the main factor was the DVD player thing. Now, if Sega would have waited a little bit longer and put a DVD player in the device, it would have been a beautiful thing, because it would have been a very slow burn for people to pirate shit on the system. Because at the time, a lot of people weren't burning DVDs right away. They did it eventually, yes, but they didn't do it right that second. They took a little time to do that. But surely it did still happen. Yeah, it was like so much things rode up against that Dreamcast. By the time it was all said and done, the device was, you know, kind of kicked down. But it was a thing about that about the Dreamcast that was so good. It was like it was a very much affordable arcade system, effectively. It had some solid RPGs on it. The graphics on it were leagues better than the PS2 by a margin line. It wasn't until later on that Nintendo. Sorry, I just looked at the name there and thought Nintendo. It wasn't for the fact that it took PS2 to kind of slowly catch up to it that it actually looked amazing. And some of the games on the PS2 still look pretty great. It was just the factor that when the Dreamcast really tried, games looked fucking amazing on that device. Like, it just gorgeous. Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, there's always an excuse for piracy at the end of the day. I mean, it's whatever, but... Like, I'm not going to kick people in the teeth because they do it, but it's just the fact that... Yeah. Because they're trying to murder me. Am I dealing with this cute and cuddly genocide? Fuck this. I need nums more than they do. And a peanut butter sandwich and tried to kill me, damn it. Alright. Okay, hopefully we get a star. Yep. Shoot. Behold, thou record progress of veteran log in here. Verify the world and we live next wondrous past that day. Brave Dandrick with the addition of 347 mere experience points. Next level, okay, 75, save. I remember some things. Okay, that's the bank. Alright. A lot of grinding will be before us. Quite a bit of grinding shall be before us. Okay, we're gonna get Nintendo the Iron Lance. Everyone needs the chainmail, basically. Full plate mail, though, will be for Dandrick, so I'll get Nintendo at least that chainmail to get him catched up. No worries, no worries. Thank you again, Mr. Byway, for hanging on out tonight. Oh, I had some crap I could sell. Okay, nothing else we could sell. Shit. Okay, we could buy the chainmail for Nintendo, kind of catch him up to Dandrick as well. Sell his old armor. There we go. He'll be a little bit easier off now. God dang, that spell sucks. Why'd I do that? That's why I shouldn't have done that. Sorry. Tap him off. Oh no, he's good. Okay. Okay, that heals poison. Cool, cool. So I'm still kind of bothered that they didn't quite, at least with this version of the game, they didn't quite stick with that whole stack thing with the inventory. They had it so, oh no, you have 3 inventory. Pardon me. Oh no, they have 3 inventories. We're good. Thank you, sweetie, for that subscription. 60 months. 60 months. There you go, babe. There's some dragonflies for you. Now it's raining and I can feel drowsy, you know. But they're so tiny. Nintendo ain't fucking around. Nailed it. Dandrick at level 9. Grind, grind, grind. Woof. Again, as a reminder for tomorrow, I will not be streaming on this channel. About 9 p.m. EST, I'll be streaming then on Arnium Havoc's channel, of course. Okay, next thing we need to get is either the steel broadsword or the polearm for our buddy Nintendo here. Yeah. I'll show these son of a guns. Nearly 5 years of subs. See, a funny thing too is like I think my requirement for mines is like 14 or something. I can unlock more emotes, but like my channel, I don't try to direct it towards like necessarily going for that type of stuff per se. But I mean, because I mostly just do this for fun. But last time I looked, it was like 14 or something. I'm thinking about going, how the hell am I getting 14? That's crazy. Like, I'm gonna have a crazy amount of traffic in here, and I usually have a good enough traffic where I just, you know, I'm comfortable and it's, you know, a nice experience for myself as well as everyone else, I hope. So it's like, I kind of like the low-key part of my, bit to my stream. We're trying to get Nintendo here caught up as much as I can to Dandrick. Was I think Dandrick needs like 300 so more, and then I think Nintendo is couldn't tell you. Most expenses at the moment I'm willing to go is putting money into the inn here to kind of rest and repeat. I was totally off. Although with Dandrick I was kind of right, but it was about 400 more for Nintendo. I think it's like level 10-ish is when you can actually start. I also got the Chad Newcomb here. Like, I thought that was so fucking funny. When, oh. When Scott there from 3D Realms or Apogee, like he was showing off old things of, you know, like Duke Nukem and everything like that. They showed like concept art for like what the hell's her name? Bombshell and then Duke Nukem. And they showed a picture of Duke Nukem and his background looked like the Chad meme that was going around, and I just saw that going, that was like Chad Newcomb right there. So it looks like a Chad Newcomb to me. That's why I have him up on there. He's the embodiment of Supreme. Or excellence, I guess. Got to stream, I have to see what the hell they gave us for the Warframe thingy. Because I haven't bothered to read what they were giving us. I just had my phone on and just had their stream going in the background. I was like, oh yeah, free shit, okay. Let's go, boys. No clue what the fuck they're giving us, but boy, am I sitting there waiting. I think it was like 2 items or so. It's probably like some bonus stuff, maybe, and blueprints for some catalysts and reactors or whatever. Which I'll take those, I need those. Using the D-pad because it's easier for me to kind of manually pick out my course of action here at the moment. Because I keep flickering it, and my brain keeps thinking I'm moving down one, but I'm not. But with the D-pad, because it's a tighter press. Okay, we got 1K now. We will try to catch up Nintendo, at least for damage-wise. Okay, we need to restock on certain key items here, like a couple antidotes. We'll be pretty good in this situation. Was it him? Well, that's the other dude. Thus said that a miracle cloak theeth in the tower in this land without mortal men to ride the wind unto the birds. He would leap on top of the highest principles, the wearer of this enchanted item could float unharmed to the land below. Remember these words, friend, for I surely serve thee well. I don't not know how, but exactly, but they shall. This is when the game started to really roll out. Because this guy in the town, is he a merchant girl? Please move. Please move. Okay, cut purse. Welcome to Noonaran, home thee, friend. Here is a place of many meanings. People in the world to come together. Okay. Alright. I think this is a merchant. Okay. I was wondering if they were selling me shit or they were Okay, we need a couple herbs. Okay, it's time to spin the wheel of disappointment. Oh, oh, oh. Ooh la la. Okay. There you go. Now that's some damage increase right there with that spear. Nailed it. Add boon. Oh, Jesus Christ, the pun. I mean, Dragon Quest games are notorious for puns, but still. Hopefully these guys give us some good experience points. I think that might be the case. Frizzle spell. That's be pretty handy here, so we can stop certain mage types from doing their crap. So we're getting a lot of money in this game, I noticed too. Like maybe I've just been my brain's been out of touch with too, but man, I am like getting cash hand over fist now. Like definitely a lot of quality of life in this version of the game. Cheap as little Fritz. Hit the single, have him hit with the Sizz on the King Cobras. Nailed it. Yeah, now Nintendo's getting up to that point now. He's at the sweet spot. He can take a few shots for sure now. Supposed to be technically a paladin type anyway, so I hope so. The suit of armor. I'm gonna flip that armor on ye old eBay. Alright. Grind, grind, grind. Because mostly trying to catch everyone up for armor-wise, and then afterwards we have to get Amiga caught up. She won't be as bad, because effectively should be get power leveled because we're fighting tougher enemies, and so we pretty much will bring her up real quick. Alright, I think we'd be safe to kind of go down here now, hypothetically. What am I doing? I can't... I'm second guessing myself now because I'm thinking about... Oh no, I should probably get that sword. The sword's the most important thing, like the long sword. And it's gonna definitely help. Now he's starting to get his crits in, which are just like... Yeah. Like, for me, preference-wise, I wish the characters in this game could be a little bit more tinier. Because the entire world around them, they look like giants. Like Funko Pops just run around the entire plane. That's my only nitpick of this entire thing, is just they look kind of awkward to everything else. We're getting there. In fact, Nintendo was like really starting to get some good damage off on his casts on the groups, is making it a heck of a lot easier to kind of get through this now. Because Nintendo is technically like the archetype for the original hero in the game, in the first game. He's a little bit weaker than Dandrick, but he makes up for it in his all-around jack-of-all-trades thing. Pardon me. Okay. We'll shiz the racks. Lather, rinse, repeat. We'll just go back to town, fill up on the mana thing, and... Okay, let's go with this way. Because at the moment I'm not so much farming for the experience points as I am just farming for the cash. I think hypothetically they're fine for levels. Bad moon. Okay, these enemies are starting to give us better fruit for our work here, so... I want some fruit now. I want some cantaloupe. Just another brick in the smog. There's a baby. Shiz. Nailed it. There you go. Now we can go and get our stinking sword. I'll actually wrap us up for this evening, though. Give that to him. Okay, have Dandra give him the steel sickle. Wait, no, he doesn't need the steel sickle.